This is a mandatory minicamp. If you don't go, you're fine. The Niners are making an exception, though, for one James Richard Garoppolo. Jimmy G doesn't have to go to minicamp. That makes me laugh, as if they're doing him a favor. This avoids a seriously awkward situation. And I don't even know if he would show up if they like. Do you think he laughed and he was like, "Oh, I don't have to go"? Like, you thought I was going to come? You think I care about $90,000? You've given me $120 million.
Right.
And what do you think about this?
Yeah, it's definitely the right move. I mean, it's funny because you're probably still going to get people out there on Twitter like, "Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo is starting for the 49ers on first game. He's starting for the 49ers." Oh no, this is a ploy. The 49ers haven't named Trey Lance their quarterback.
Yeah. They're going to start Jimmy G even though he hasn't even spoken to the quarterback coach.
Right.
He's not invited to minicamp, and no one's talking to him, and he's not talking to anyone.
And he's the only player that's been excused. And Kyle literally said we're going to try to trade Jimmy Garoppolo. He's literally said it. So.
And they're unlikely to cut him. So it seems to me like this. I bet my dad a bottle of wine, a nice one, that Jimmy's going to be on the roster week 1. This isn't good for me in that bet. It seems like they don't want him on the practice field. They've said, iron sharpens iron. We might have a quarterback competition. Doesn't look like they want that circus. They don't want it now.
You don't want that circus. You don't want him on the practice field because they've waited this long for him to get healthy. So the possibility you could even trade him, you don't want him doing anything where he can get hurt again. So
right.
Because if they're gonna trade him at all, he's got to be healthy. So if he were to go out there and even throw some passes and then he hurts his arm, like a team's not, they're gonna be interested in trading for him, even if they are now.
Also, it's not just that the Niners don't want him there. He doesn't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, why would you?
Right, and that's fair, but I think maybe people don't talk about that nationally that much. Jimmy wants out. He's already said goodbye. He's done his farewell press conference. To bring him back and to put him in front of the microphone again, to have him put on the uniform again, what does he say? How does he do that professionally and not have it be really distracting and awkward? And I think so. It's not just that he doesn't have to be here. He doesn't want to be here. And it doesn't seem like he's going to ever step foot on this practice field again. So how does this end? They trade him for a 7th round pick eventually and be like, "Hey, we got what we could."
Yeah.
Pretty much. But then again, there's a report out that the Carolina Panthers are unwilling to trade for Jimmy because of his contract. Yeah, duh.
Yeah,
so
right.
Are the Niners going to trade him for a 7th round pick and pick up part of his contract? Because that would just be the worst thing of all time.
Yeah, I mean, unless someone's going to give them a 1st round draft pick, then it all becomes kind of pointless because they could do more with the salary than they can with a 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round draft pick.
That's what I'm like. Which team has the cap space to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo now? And if the Niners have to pay for some of the salary, what's the point? Unless they magically get a 2nd round pick, and they're not going to.
And then who would actually be willing to extend him to lessen that salary? Because that's another option. You could trade for him, and then you could extend him, and then the salary is not that much of a hit this coming up year. But why would you want to do that?
I have no idea what the Niners are doing here. Do you think that Jimmy Garoppolo is a little confused too? What is your end game here? Can you let me go?
If you're a team, I would rather let me deal with Jimmy in free agency, and I'll sign him for 10 million plus incentives or something, or 12. Incentivize it, right? That's what I would want to do. I'm not taking. I'm not going to eat 20. Was it 25 or 26? I'm not doing that.
It seems to me that if I were the general manager of the Carolina Panthers and John Lynch called me and tried to negotiate, I'd like this pick for Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm thinking, hold on, you're trying to send me Jimmy Garoppolo and his contract, and you want to pick back? No, I want to pick. I want to pick. You want me to take $27 million and that guy? Give me a 4th round pick, and I'll think about it.
Right. And then,
are you kidding? I'm doing you a favor taking this contract off your books. No, give me a pick.
If you're the Panthers and the Niners cut Jimmy Garoppolo tomorrow, who's your competition to sign him?
No one.
Yeah, like because Jimmy's gonna want to go somewhere where he's gonna actually play, right? So he's not. I don't think he's gonna go somewhere as a backup. Like so there goes the majority of the teams out there. Like he's not gonna want to really compete. Like he's gonna pretty much want the starting job. So Carolina's the only team out there that's really left. Maybe the Steelers. I don't know, but
this is the question: how do the 49ers save face? How do they do it? Because that's all they care about right now. They're not going to get anything of value for Jimmy Garoppolo. It's all about saving face. How do they do it? How? I don't know.
No, there's not really a way to do it.
Okay, here's my theory. They hold on. They pray that Jimmy Garoppolo asks to be released, and then they release him. They're like, well, he asked for it.
We're doing the best thing for Jimmy.
We said we wouldn't cut him, but he asked, and we're like, fine. I don't know. That's the only way I can see them saving face here.
A little, but even then, like, if they did that, are you going to let him off the hook?
No.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how they get out of this with me letting them off the hook, save them getting a third-round pick or something.
The problem is when they do that, me, and a lot of other Niner fans are like, why didn't you do that way back before free agency? Because then you could have used that money and signed. Right. You could have gotten a backup center to help that situation. Because
if they cut him now, it's like, why'd you do it earlier? And if they trade him for a 7th, you'd be like, well, why was this more valuable than the cap space you could have used? Why? The 7th round pick that you got. Why was that the end game? It's so easy. So again, that's why I think I still have a chance to win this bet with my dad, because there's no way the Niners save face getting rid of Jimmy Garoppolo at this point. All they can do is be like, you know what? He's great. He's so good. We love him. He's going to start.
When's he have to be on the roster?
What do you mean? Week 1.
Week 1. Okay.
Week 1.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Jimmy Garoppolo will show up to training camp to start slinging it down the field. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. It's like, hey, it's not my team anymore. Who cares?
Yes.
I've been so cautious trying to not make mistakes. Now I don't care.
Hits the post, and he hits every single post.
It'd be hilarious. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Josue says cut Jimmy or cut Grant. Oh. How you can't cut me? Can't cut me. I don't work for 49ers.
Yeah, Grant's not on the roster.
Nope.